Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. In light of the last post I did talking about the video predicting a major earthquake natural disaster for the west coast of North America for this week, May 28th, it just took me back in time to research I did earlier on in this blog. This post is from February 17th, 2014, so nearly a year and a half ago now. But I saw the movie Deep Impact around the time, and I saw all these connections from the movie to President Obama. And since doing this research, I've gotten better at it, and I noticed how there were many connections from Morgan Freeman to the current president, Barack Hussein Obama. And again, Morgan Freeman is the president of the United States in this movie, Deep Impact. And just right here from the movie poster, Once Upon a Time, release date May 8th, 98, notice the phrase, hope survives. Remember, Obama, the 44th president, ran on the word hope, which has a simple English gematria of 44. It's similar to the word faith. Faith has a gematria of 44. Also similar to karma. Karma has a gematria of 44. And on a more negative side, so does the word kill. And when you think about famous black Americans, besides Barack Hussein Obama, you'll probably also think of Martin Luther King Jr., who was assassinated April 4th, 1968, 4-4. Obama's the 44th president. So check this out, Truth Seeker. Let's see how this movie connects. The director was Mimi Leader. Names, both Mimi and Leader, summing to 44. So her full name sums to 88. But notice how Mimi and Leader are both 44, matching this word hope survives. In the movie, the comet that's going to destroy Earth is named the Biedermann Comet, spelled just like this. With Pythagorean gematria, Biedermann sums to 44. The scientist in the film is named Tom Beck, which has a gematria of 33 with the K exception. There's a casualty in the rescue team in the mission. The character who dies is Gus Partenza, a name with 49 gematria. Remember this number of revelation, the end times, and think about meteors hitting the earth. End time scenarios. In the film, in the plot, early on, the scientist discovers this Biedermann comet that is going to destroy Earth. And the date he discovers it is May 10th, 1998, a date with 33 numerology. And with the bigger method, it's 5 plus 10 plus 98, which sums to 113, the other number they love to code. I've been talking a lot about that in science lately. 11333. In other films where similar scenarios happen, in the latest Batman movie, a nuke goes off in the Atlantic outside of a fictional New York. Dark Knight also sums to 49, having that revelation connection. Morgan Freeman's in that movie. In the film The Sum of All Fears, which came out at the beginning of the post 9/11 era, it shows Washington, D.C. getting wiped out by a nuke. Or actually more Baltimore by a football game, but close proximity to the Capitol. And Morgan Freeman is also in that movie. Morgan Freeman's been in a lot of these movies where these scenarios occur. And in each of these films, it's been the Northeast region, the East Coast. The prediction video I did this morning, the guy's predicting for the West Coast. But the West Coast has plenty of clues too. But anyway, there's been a lot of this foreshadowing in movies lately. Morgan Freeman, the president in that, has these same numerological connections to the president. Notice that he is born June 1st, 1937. He's currently 77 years old. 6 plus 1 plus 37 for June 1st, 37 is a date with 44 numerology. If you do it the full method, digit for digit, it sums to 27. And that's sad to think about because these numbers are so often connected to death and tragedy, 44 and 27. Barack Hussein Obama, the name in Pythagorean gematria sums to 64. This number connected to thelema. I've shown how many black Americans have the number 93 coded on them. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Rosa Louise Macaulay Parks, Bob Marley, Beyonce Giselle Knowles, Michael Anthony Nutter, and a whole bunch more. 93 is the number of thelema. Barack Hussein Obama sums to 64, this other number connected to thelema. And Morgan Freeman, his acting career began in the year 64. He's been acting since 1964. Also, he was born in the year 37, something we're hearing about a lot lately. Golden Gate Bridge opened in 37. True Seeker, another thing I want to point out, this movie released on May 8th, 1998. In the video I talked about, in my last video post, the guy's predicting a 9.8 earthquake for California. A 9.8. This movie came out in the year 98. Around that same time, the movie Armageddon released, about a very similar scenario starring Bruce Willis. I bring this up because the span of days between the release dates was May 8th and July 1st, both of 98. A span of 54 days, or 1 month and 23 days. Remember, the word conspiracy equals 123. A lot's being foreshadowed for when Obama turns 54. So maybe just a coincidence, but an important observation, because we should note that the people who are bringing us these movies, this content, this imagery, this foreshadowing, they released both these movies around the same time in the year 98. Let's watch the trailer for Deep Impact right here.
Mr. Rittenhouse, Jenny Lerner, MSNBC. If we could just talk about Ellie.
He had a private phone line installed in his office.
Turn your camera off.
I think the president knows about it too.
Okay, Secretary of the Treasury resigns because of a mistress named Ellie. Okay.
If she knows, how long can it be before CNN or the Post breaks the story?
Mr. President, I'm not interested in...
Notice that he references CNN and the Washington Post, who break all sorts of conspiracy in real life. This movie came out before September 11th, 2001. A lot of people don't realize this, but it was CNN was the first network to have imagery of the planes flying into the building on 9/11. Why? Why were they the first ones? Because they are the leader at this day and age in the military psyop that is referred to as our news media. Here in the movie, it references CNN first.
Using Ellie to further my career.
What do you know about Ellie? Congratulations. You now have the biggest story in history.
From Spielberg. Remember, Spielberg equals 93.
A few minutes ago, the United States ambassadors to every country in the world told the leaders of those nations what I'm about to tell you. Last summer, 2 comets were discovered that are on a collision course with Earth.
Oh my God.
The smaller comet will hit first,
We now have the details.
creating a tidal wave over 3,000 feet high. The larger comet is the size of New York City, 500 billion tons. If it can't be stopped, all life on Earth will perish. So for the past 8 months, the United States and Russia have been building the largest spaceship ever constructed, the Messiah. This is the crew that will stop the comets. We all hope for the best, but we've prepared for the worst. To ensure our way of life goes on, a network of immense caves has been constructed. We're going to hold a national lottery. We can put 1 million people in them for 2 years.
Did you see that 21 in the background, Truth Seeker? 21 was a big number to close out the Super Bowl this year. It probably makes a lot of people think of Agenda 21. And that imagery was shown right after he talked about all these plans that have been taken because they've known about this, you know?
Is our new Noah's Ark.
If you marry me, I can get you into the Ark so you can live. No men and women over 50 will be included in the lottery.
Don't worry about me. I'm going to be happy as long as I know you're going to live.
To have and to hold,
If the world does go on,
to love and to cherish,
it might not go on for everyone.
till death do you part.
Be good. Be good.
Good luck to us all.
We have to go.
We have one helicopter to hold 7 people.
The big one's coming up fast.
You're gonna die if you stay here.
We need the arming code for the last 4 nukes.
We've lost picture.
Messiah, this is Houston. Come on, Messiah.
How's my time?
It's taking too long.
We got jammed up at 75 feet.
We're losing one.
Time! Get the hell out of there! I want you to take the babies. Daddy.
So there it was, Truth Seeker. 5898. That date numerology is 111, like New York. 111. And notice that the ship that they were sending to save us was the Messiah. I call 74 the number of the martyr. Look at Messiah in Gematria, Truth Seeker. Pretty interesting numbers, wouldn't you say? Even matching the word Gematria itself. So again, a lot of connections here. A lot of 44 all over this movie. A lot of the numbers we see in all the other major events of our life. Morgan Freeman carries on the 44 with his date numerology of birth. The year he came into acting matches up with Barack Hussein Obama. In this movie, he plays the President of the United States before there ever was a black president. And to think that the first black president is the 44th. Remember, Truth Seeker, throughout history, the numbers 59 and 42 have been coded all over black people. Notice that the word kill sums to 59 in Jewish gematria and 44 in simple English gematria. Birth control was invented in the year 59. Think about that. Crack cocaine equals 59. MLK assassinated April 4th. Obama the 44th president. The first president to die in office died on April 4th as well. 4-4, William Henry Harrison. It's not just black people that die by the numbers. But this stuff, it's no joke, Truth Seeker. It is no joke. And it's probably why Gematria itself has the numbers all over it. Think about our nation's birthday, July 4th, 7-4. None of this stuff is an accident. Oh. I hope that guy's wrong about that prediction this week, but it just reminds us, man, these people, they are mad and they have plans, and we don't see what their plans are until the day they occur, you know? Maybe with a little extra insight, a little extra gematria, a little better numerology understanding, we can forecast and see their plans a little more clearly. So that's pretty much the message, Truth Seeker. Just wanted to show you these recent revelations. All right, until next time.